Hello, Team Awesome. It's Brianne Kerr, and I'm so excited about our call today. It is mid-month, and this month has been really, really wonderful. Every month is really, really wonderful. I think every month is really, really wonderful, and it's not necessarily dependent on sales and performance. I feel like there are certain months where personal development and growth as a person are just paramount. And this month is one of those months, man. You know, we had such an awesome April, like crazy awesome April. May is turning out to be just as fabulous. We have leaders in our company that are just, you guys are just blooming, and it is the most amazing feeling to watch that. Um, we have Sarah Crawford on the phone today. She is going to be talking to you about the power of our words and the power of our thoughts. Sarah is one of our Purple Status presenters. Sarah joined us, I think it was the end of September. And out of the 55 personals that I have, she is one of the only ones that I actually approached about the opportunity. She was just got started with another company, and I remember I posted a horrible smoky eye picture because I was trying to be better at makeup. And she posted on it, and she's just like, you might want to try this. And then she posted a picture of her smoky eye, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I was just like, hey, listen, I've even gone back and read over our first messages to see, just to kind of see. And I was just like, okay, I have to say this. I just need to put this out there, but you're selling the wrong thing. And she's like, oh, I just started. And so I did a home party for her. And after she got her hands on the makeup, it was just kind of like, she's like, all right, let's do this. And she is just such an amazing leader. I'm so blessed to have her in our lives. She shares freely, and her team is just wonderful, and they are strong. And so I'm super excited to have her talking with us about all of her, wisdom that she freely shares with us. Really quick, I just want to say to everybody, June and July is upon us. Now, in sales, we talk about the dreaded J months, and if any of you guys were here in January, you know how that felt. Sales, this is the thing about sales. We could have a super crazy, out-of-control month, and then the next month, not so much. And it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that our product sucks and our business is going downhill. I mean, come on, you guys, makeup, that's not going to happen. It doesn't mean that you're not working your business. What it means is that we work in sales, and so, but when I do know the months that are theoretically kind of slow are upon us, I always try to plan out those months ahead of time. So for us looking at June and July, go ahead and really try to fill your calendar. Start booking parties now. Facebook parties are not dead, friends. I've had 2 people reach out to me to have parties for them this week, and they are having lots and lots of interaction, and it's almost like they calm down for a little while, and now women are just like, oh, I want to have one. I haven't seen one in a long time. So you guys, book your parties. Try to fill up June and July now. Last June and July, I did not have slow months, so it doesn't mean that we're going to have slow months. Power of positive thinking, you guys. Like, if it's not going to be slow unless you say it's going to be slow. But do yourself a favor now and really try to fill your calendar for June and July. And that's it. We are having such a fabulous month. Everybody is putting along. This week has been really, we have our secret challenge going on. We have our group qualifying challenge going on. A lot of personal development. A lot of you guys I can see that blooming, and I can see you guys just exploding, and it's such a thrill. All right, without further ado, I'm passing it over to exclusive status presenter, Sarah Crawford. Thanks, Sarah.
Hey everybody. Yeah, I'm so excited to be able to talk on one of our Team Awesome calls. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I love reminiscing over what Brianne was just talking about. It was really crazy how it ever happened, but it's one of those things where, we talk about it all the time. Trust your gut, listen to those things, and I still remember those conversations, and I remember like what I was feeling inside. I was feeling so conflicted, and it was like as soon as Brienne said it, I knew it was true. I was selling the wrong product. And it's crazy, yeah, how quickly, Unique just became such a passion for me as a makeup artist. Anyway, it's been such an incredible journey. And here I am, Purple, 7 months in. And like Brianne said, my team is so strong. They're beautiful, amazing, powerful women. And a couple of dudes. So we're awesome. We're rocking. Team Luminous is crazy. Love those girls. So what I want to talk about, I was asking myself, like, man, what can I say to these women? I feel like Team Awesome is literally filled with so many powerful, powerful women that have just said so many things that inspire me every single day. Their posts on Facebook and everything. I was like, man, like, what can I talk about? And I realized that, sure, maybe some of my words could inspire you, but that's when I really started thinking about the concept that, the truth is that what you say about your business and about your life, girl, that's what can absolutely revolutionize your life and completely change it permanently. You might remember a few things of what I say. Come back. This is going to be recorded. Watch it, soak it up, and really get the concept that, yes, you can listen to so many speakers and get concepts, but what you say and what you believe about your business, and that is where the transformation completely happens. There is a fundamental truth that the power of life and death rests in your tongue. And just really let that concept sink in, like truly and fully. The life and death of your business rests on your lips. It sounds perhaps a little strange, and some of you might even think, like, what? Like, that doesn't even really make sense. There are universal laws that prove that this absolutely not only makes sense, but it has been proven again and again and again that what we say truly comes to fruition, and we bring those things toward ourselves. I want to ask you to ask yourself, have you ever spoken negative words over yourself or your relationships? And as we really think about that, sometimes I think in general, I'm a pretty positive person. However, I think we're all guilty of it. Like, even like I said, just personally, not even if we even get outside of the business for just a second, think about the words that you say about yourself, about, your clothes fitting a certain way, or your baby behaving a certain way, or your marriage, or your relationships, or whatever. You truly hold the power to turn anything in your life that you're struggling with completely around. And if you can learn to just like breathe life into your world through your words, I absolutely know that you can see massive change happen in your life. Even if you are a positive person, spend some time really focusing on that. Like, what am I saying? What am I thinking? What am I feeling about these current situations? Great people all through history, people who have invented incredible things, people who have, been amazing philosophers, all those amazing people that we look up to, have really known that they know one simple truth, and that truth is simply that success actually requires unshakable faith. And what I mean by that is that literally no matter what you're seeing in front of you, and this is, Brianne was just hinting at this, like, sure, like, what if you have a month where you, like, hit 3 promotions all at once, and then the next month you don't even hit, like, you're not even getting paid as that promotion that you hit the last month, the top one. And all of a sudden, doubt and fear starts to creep in. Those are circumstances, but that does not define your business. What that means is that life ebbs and flows. Our businesses ebb and flow. Sales ebb and flow. And if we can look past those things and in faith say, no, I am a whatever presenter you just got. I am a purple presenter. I own that. I don't care if sales are slow the first week or whatever. There is a large amount of faith that comes in when we decide, no matter what happens, like, I am sticking this thing out. I am going to the top of the company. I am, Brianne did that video. I am a Black status presenter. Believing it. Like I said, there is definitely a faith that has to be there that keeps you going when the circumstances look contrary to what you know to be the truth. And when you really believe in the truth that you are successful, not you're going to be successful, but you are successful today, right now, you are successful. You are going to live your life in unbelievable abundance. Say those things, not even just like, rhetoric, but say them, believe them, and have faith in them. I'm successful. I live my life in abundance. State it as it is today, because that is the truth today, despite circumstances. Um, and I even want to just ask you that question. What words are you speaking about your business? Are you focusing on the struggle, or are you focusing on the results? Like I said, I have told my team this many times. I believe in um, visualizing where you want to be. Like the cover on my cell phone is always the next color that I'm going to be. So right now it is black. It was purple. It was orange. I did it through every single one. And I would look at it and say, I am an orange presenter. I am a purple presenter. I am a black status presenter. When I say, are you focusing on the struggle or the result? What I'm talking about is I'm talking about the concept of I'm trying to be or I'm going to be. I think it is really important. Like I think a lot of times we think we're being positive when we say phrases like, I want to, fill in the blank. I wish I fill in the blank. We will continue to get more of the struggle if we're always focusing on the struggle part, the will, the want, the wish, the dream. Instead, I even think about like the concept, how many of us would say things like, we're thinking very positive when we say something like, I want to get out of debt. However, that phrase in and of itself is focusing on the problem. What's the problem? The problem is debt. So if you can switch your brain around from thinking and focusing on getting out of the struggle, whether it's I am wanting to, I'm struggling with recruiting. I want to recruit more. Instead, state it in the affirmative that you're already there. So instead of I want to get out of debt, you would say, I live my life in abundance financially. You're just stating like the absolute truth. It's here, it's now, it's already happening. I live my life in abundance. I am an amazing recruiting rock star. I am so good at blitzing. And just say it, dude. Like, I'm not kidding. There is power in this. It may sound a little kooky at first, but we're going to keep talking through this because I have some super cool stories. So something that I personally have been testing or trying, I have a few of them. I've been talking about in my mind, looking at my house, looking at my life, looking at, everything. I just keep telling myself, we live our lives in abundance. We live our lives in abundance. The weirdest things, I've been practicing this for about a week, saying it every single day. And one, I found like an extra $1,500 in our bank account out of nowhere. And I'm like really strict about our money. My husband was out walking today and he desperately needed a new pair of really good sunglasses. He's walking and literally like in the dirt on the side of the road is a brand new pair of amazing Oakley sunglasses. Like, come on. Like, does that stuff really happen to people? Sometimes. But when you are continuously saying it, I live my life in abundance, those things will come to you. Now, they may not look the same for everybody. They may not be instant, but I do believe that as you speak those things and you believe those things, they will come to you. When your words, they can completely change your life. I believe that this kind of comes in like 3 steps, and I feel like everything always breaks down into 3 steps, doesn't it? I feel like the first step is actually learning to control your actions, and obviously, yes, this does have to do with literal actions, but I see our words as an action because we're taking the effort to speak. So learning to control your actions and words is really step 1. Step 2 is learning how to control your feelings. I'm like a super emotional girl, and that can be difficult for me. But learning how to control my feelings, do you know what that means? That means when I get on my back office and I'm like, oh man, I would really like to, see a lot of sales today, and it's like time's ticking, 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 and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's no sales. I have to control my feelings, like right then, right there. You talk to a girl for 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years about the business, and she signs up under somebody else. Right there. That's where you start controlling your feelings. It's like in that moment, are you going to let despair sink in? Are you going to let, icky things like failure sink in? No. That's where you can learn to start controlling your feelings. That's like step 2. That's even harder. And the most difficult of all, I think, is learning to control your thoughts. I think this is like, oh my gosh, just like guru of learning to kind of control your destiny is when you can actually start filtering the way you allow your brain to think. That comes with like habitual working through the first two steps and learning how to really control how you think about your business, how you think about people, how you think about yourself, and what you're projecting those things out. I feel like if you can master those three things, you have like conquered your destiny already. It's like yours, like ripe for the taking. It's done. Um, you know, something I would like to remind us of is that we are in the relationship business, and something I was just talking to Brianne about this. It's really natural, I think, especially for women. I've worked in salons. I worked around a lot of girls. It's really easy for us to kind of just talk, to have something to say, and it's easy to speak negatively about others, whether it's in private or publicly. And I truly believe that when we're speaking negativity about other people, we actually bring that judgment and negativity against ourselves. And so even when you're struggling with somebody, I mean, come on, struggle's real, people. Like we are in the people business. We know, like we all have struggles with people. But instead, try like speaking life and encouragement and appreciation for that person. I really think that you can see a difference in like the atmosphere of how you view that person, even if they're kind of icky and sticky. It's still, you kind of release them, I think, when you choose to speak positivity over them. And you end up actually bringing more of that positivity into your own life. And so I know how hard that is, but I feel like it deserves being said in our business to just remember, no matter how frustrating it can be, choose to speak life and then learn to feel life and learn to even think life about people, even when we don't necessarily, we might struggle. Remember that people join and follow you because they trust you. And so what you say to them in private, what you say to them publicly, those sorts of things, they really want somebody that they can trust. And so guard your words for sure, because people are always listening. They're always judging you by how you judge others, for sure. But I do want to kind of caveat that with just stating that if people are negative in your life and they're really sucking life from you, there is absolute wisdom in learning when to, there are times to kind of cut ties, bless them, send light and love to them, send them on their way. Don't stay close to them. Even if they're in the same business as you can do that. There may be people that you just have genuine issues with. And that, come on, that's going to happen. We're human beings. But how we deal with that definitely, says a lot about us. So send them on their way, love them, and like I said, don't be afraid to cut negativity out of your life. That's actually super important. I know there's people who have family members and things like that who are speaking negative about their businesses in the beginning and that sort of thing. So if you're around that, man, learn how to silence those things. I'm not telling you to ostracize your family completely, but if people are, like I said, sucking life from you and bringing you down, limit that contact big time. One of the last things I want to talk about is the power of thank you. I am so big on this. There's that little clip I shared the other day where Steve Harvey is talking about the attitude of gratitude, and I totally believe in it, 100%. Something that was super cool. Okay, so the power of thank you. I have a team member, and she had bought a Lucy bag, and she was a little discouraged because her Lucy bag, she's had it, I think, for a couple of months, and she's never really sold anything from it. Nobody's really asked her about it, but she still faithfully carries it every day, everywhere. She was sitting there, and she said it was like this magical, unique moment. She was sitting in her house, and the bag was sitting by the window, and the light was filtering over it in this magical way. And she looked at it, and she said, I am so thankful for my Lucy bag, and I am so thankful that it enables me to sell cash and carry. I don't think she's ever even sold cash and carry using her Lucy bag, but she chose to say thank you, purposely, out loud, thank you. That day, she said there was a stank on her bag. She was getting compliments all over the place. What bag is that? Where did you get that? Oh my gosh, is that your product? She had, what did she say, 5 or 6 people ask for business cards just because of that Lucy bag that day. I don't believe in coincidence when it comes to things like that. There is an absolute power in thank you. I was thinking I literally said this out loud, something, again, I told you about the living life in abundance thing. I was also being thankful for old friendships being rekindled out of nowhere. Sounds kind of weird, but I just believed that there were going to be friendships that I used to have, that would just get rekindled out of nowhere. Literally, within 2 days of me saying that phrase, I had 2 new recruits of people that I have not been in relationship with for years, and they wanted to join the company. Turns out they've been following my journey, and they just felt unbelievably strong all of a sudden. I just need to do this. I need to go take the leap. And they both joined in 2 days, this week. Crazy. I told you about the sunglasses. Thank you for abundance. I'm so thankful for abundance in my life. That you could be struggling financially and you can still be thankful for abundance because it's real, it is there. Believe that truth. I told you I found $1,500 in our account. What? And then Erin found these amazing Oakley sunglasses. Like, are you kidding me? The other thing is I've actually struggled with some fear. I think some of you know I got pregnant with my second baby, really close to my first baby, and I've had this really weird fear about my body this pregnancy. And so, again, this week, personal development is huge, like we've been saying all along. And I just decided to be thankful for a fit pregnancy and that weight gain wasn't going to take over and all this stuff. And I just started thanking for this fit pregnancy, for this healthy baby. And sure enough, the weight gain totally slowed down. I actually lost a few pounds. And I just started like having this really strong desire to walk. So instead of thinking like, oh my gosh, I have to lose weight. Oh my gosh, I have to, oh my, oh my, oh my. Instead, thank you for my fit pregnancy. Thank you for my healthy baby. And boom, this unbelievable urge to work out and to do these things during my pregnancy have totally kicked in. And so what I want to challenge you with all these crazy, cool, little tiny stories is what do you want? What do you want? Start being thankful for it. Literally with your mouth, say, I am thankful for XYZ. When you choose joy, because joy and happiness are choices, they are not the result of some magical circumstances in our life. They are choices that we make. And you say yes, like to life. You are projecting positivity from your being out into the universe, and those things are drawn straight back to you. This, what I'm talking about, is the heart and soul of attraction marketing. It's not a facade. It's not this thing that we do to fake it, to whatever. This is actually a lifestyle. And every single day, in public and in secret, if you want to grow your business, you need to learn to master 1, your actions, which are your words, which are what we do. 2, your feelings. That's where we can control our faith factor. And 3 is your thoughts and guarding against negativity, even when it's still inside. People are going to flock to you. Even in the short time where I've really grasped this, I did watch The Secret, and I really, really got it. I can't tell you how many people that haven't contacted me about the business for so long are contacting me. They're thanking me for my posts on Facebook. They're thanking me for my words. They're just thanking me for being me. And I didn't feel like I did that much different. I just started literally speaking these things over my life. When you start practicing the daily thank yous and speaking like I said, not what you want, like not, I don't want to get out of debt. No, I'm thankful for my life of abundance. You start thanking for the result. Thank you for being I am a Black status presenter, and I'm so thankful for being a Black status presenter. When you start speaking that over everything in your life, I thank you for my amazing children that behave incredibly. I thank you for my strong marriage. I cannot wait, girls, to hear your stories that come from this when it comes to every aspect of your life. When you're in the people business, you're in the relationship business, how you operate your life and your lifestyle directly will impact the people that you bring into your company and how you grow and how you help grow them. So that's me on the power of words. I hope that this helps and that you guys can really grasp some of these concepts. So I turn it back over to you, Brianne. Have a lovely day. You guys are amazing today in every single way.
You are so fabulous. I think that you said everything that I needed to hear. I really did. Like that, it's so true. And you guys, it is something that we need to practice. I feel like sometimes some of us are very positive, and it's just like we always have been positive and we always will be positive, and this is our outlook on life. Sometimes negativity totally creeps in, and it's really easy to let that take over you. It's almost the easy way to do it. Self-control and stopping yourself, that's tricky, and it totally takes practice. And when we're conscious of that, and we know that it's going to bring amazing things into our life, then it takes a priority. So I am so thankful for my team. I am so thankful for my leaders. I am so thankful that my job is watching you guys succeed. Seriously, how blessed am I that we get to become better and happier. And because of that, our life is going to be in more abundance. Thank you so much, Sarah. You and your team are just so amazing, and I cannot wait to watch what your team does in the next several months. It's a really exciting time, you guys. You know, Sherry Brown made a video a couple weeks ago about how Unique was like in like hypergrowth, and we were. With any amazing company, there is a period of hypergrowth, and the hypergrowth kind of started going back to normal growth. I don't know. I don't even really know. I mean, I joined last summer, and I keep hearing people say that, and I'm just like, well, wait a second. In November, we hit 100,000 presenters, right? That's nothing. 6 months later, we hit 200,000 presenters. You guys, this company, right now, you're in it. You're in it. And I am so thankful that I'm in this company right now. I am so thankful for all of you, and I'm so thankful for Sarah. This call is over. I'm going to live the rest of my Saturday in abundance and gratitude for you. So thank you so much, Sarah. You guys have a wonderful day. This call's recorded. And you know what? Post about what you're thankful for. Tell me. Speak it and make it real. Tell me on the page today. I want to hear your stories. All right. I love you guys. Bye-bye.